Welcome. Come on in. I'm Margaret Travis of Eazy Peazy Quilts, and I'm here to show you today some of the great products from Bosal Foam and Fiber. They make the most wonderful placemats that come in various sizes. You're going to find the oval, the rectangle, and the circle in the placemats. The coasters come in the circles and the squares. And the table runners come in 20 by 50, made out of either foam or Craftex. So let's talk about Craftex just a bit. It's a polyester fiber fabric, washable and dryable, and the best thing is it's got fusing not only on the front and on the back, and that's going to hold your fabric just enough so you can get it down, get it quilted, and continue on your way. One of the great things about this is it's all pre-cut, so there's no measuring, no cutting. This is the size you're going to get. Now, not only because they're fusible and they're absolutely ready to go, they're washable, dryable, so throw these in the washing machine, throw them in the dryer. You may, in some cases, have to do a little touch-up with the iron. Perhaps not. It just depends on your construction. One of the great things about the Craftex is the weight and the body that it has, and it's the perfect product for beginning sewers. My granddaughter's first sewing project at age 9 was fabric fused down to this and then some lines drawn on, and she was able to use the fancy stitches on her sewing machine. And because it has body, it steers beautifully through the machine, so it's the perfect beginning thing. Another plus is the bias binding. Absolutely begs to be sewn around this edge and to be turned, and you have a firm edge to turn against. It's not going to slide all over for you, so that also ensures success for the beginner. Remember how I told you that they came in different shapes? Well, let's explore the different shapes and the things that I've done pattern-wise with Eazy Peazy using the shapes. This one is the zigzag placemat. It's the perfect project. It's flip and sew. Absolutely wonderful for beginners. Sew it down, flip it, press it, quilt it, done. The next one using the rectangle is our, what we call the suns up. And this was done with suns in 3 different positions. And it uses a specialty ruler, the Phillips 10-degree wedge ruler. It's 24 inches long. It's what cuts these segments. Segments are sewn together, fused down. Remember, it had the fusing on it, then stitched, and then we add the sun afterwards. And you'll see some examples then using our beautiful fabrics for suns up. The next pattern, remember that round one? We've got some lovely fabric here that makes our rays of the sun. The templates are included in this pattern, so there's no specialty ruler to buy. And you're going to love having fun with those. We have some other examples. If you use fabric that has shading, you can fussy cut and do that. And notice how you can do a little free motion in the center of that. And if you have an embroidery machine, how cool would it be to put a monogram right in the center of that posy? You can see if you go with more modern fabrics, you can really get some interesting effects with some stripes. Also, now using our circular placemat once again, we can make the hexie bouquet. As you see here, I just love to make these hexies. Inside your pattern, you will find the templates that you can make your hexies, or you can buy your pre-cut shapes if you'd like. It's a perfect take-along project. Make these hexies ahead of time, bring them home, and then finish your placemat all together. And again, it has the easy to put bias binding on it. And the last one I'm going to show you with the round placemat forms is our Strippy Stripey. It's done with a strip set with various values of fabrics, various widths sewn together, and it uses the Creative Grid's 60-degree ruler, which is 8.5 inches in depth. It's the perfect size to cut our wedges, which are sewn together. And the nice thing about this is when you sew these together and match them, you're not only going to get one placemat, but you're going to get 2 out of your 2 strip sets. So when they're sewn together, you will see that the fabrics then reverse themselves. What's in now becomes out. And the fun thing about this is, remember those hexagons we made? Well, we just put one at the bottom of each sew it down, and you've covered any imperfections where all these seams meet. So that's the Hexy Bouquet. And remember those coasters inside the Hexy Bouquet and the Strippy Stripey, you're going to have enough fabric left over so that you can make your matching coasters. And last but not least is 2 Square. This is our table runner pattern. And you know those wonderful, beautiful, large scale prints? This is designed perfectly to use those. I was in a fabric store just yesterday and found these red poppies. I can fussy cut red poppies, put them in there, or maybe even some beautiful leaves. The pattern's designed so that if you don't want it quite so long or so wide, you can just trim it right off. Remember we told you about the Craft Tex? It comes not only in the Craft Tex but in the foam, so you can have a firmer feel or a softer feel. Here's a more modern look, also again with our focus fabric, cut and some lovely quilting done on this one. And here's another idea. The printer sheets that you can put through your printer commemorate some special ideas, maybe birthdays, in this case a ball season for our grandson, and print them off, cut them. They become the focus point, and it's something you'll cherish forever. I'm so happy to have been with you today. I hope you will look for the Bosal craft products on your store shelves. They're out there. You're going to love them, and I know you're already thinking of creative ways to use them. Until next time, I'm Margaret Travis, Eazy Peazy Quilts. Come on back.